Hey, what's up? It's me, Awesome Ali, and welcome back to another episode of Adults Teens Need to Know. Who are you and what do you do? Today we got the man himself, the king of the water. Today we got Kaon, the founder and creator of KingAqua alkaline water. So today, please give him a warm Abso family welcome by hitting the likes, the loves, and commenting. Because today you also get a chance to win 2 free cases of alkalized water from him himself. So please give a warm welcome to Kaon, the founder and creator of KingAqua. Woo!
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me.
How you doing today, Kaon?
I'm doing very well, man. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today. So we're gonna start it off with our very first question, which we always start off, which is, who are you and what do you do?
All right. Who I am? My name is Kaon, and I am King Aqua. I provide premium alkaline water to Scarborough and the GTA and the surrounding areas. Yeah. I've been in business now for a few months now, but I've had a year of experience, and I definitely believe my product is number one. Alkaline water is the best type of water to consume, and yeah, I'm here to bring it out to my neighboring communities, Scarborough, being I'm from Scarborough.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure that my community gets quality water, and yeah, we start building from there.
All right, I love what you just said. Is that you want your community to have quality water. So I'm going to come back to that in a second.
Cool.
Can you tell us what is King Aqua water? You said it's premium alkalized water. What does that actually mean?
What it means is that King Aqua alkaline water, there's certain traits to it. So one of my things that I like to say is all water the same? And the answer to that question is no.
Mm,
Not all water is the same. So with King Aqua alkaline water, the first thing is sodium free, right? And
okay.
that's the main thing, right? So you're getting pure alkaline water that has no sodium, right?
Mm,
When you consume water from any other brand, you are consuming the sodium, right? And as we know, sodium is the enemy, right? So with my water as well, it's sodium free, and also too, it's non-bloating, right?
okay.
So
Yeah.
non-bloating is a very interesting feature because when you drink regular water, you get that full feeling,
Yeah.
right? After you eat a meal or after you're doing whatever you're doing, you get that full feeling. So with King Aqua alkaline water, you don't get that. You get that easy feeling, right? You don't get that bloating feeling, especially when you're out at So Spicy restaurant eating their jerk chicken and you need to wash it down with some nice water. That's the water
Yeah.
to go for, right? It gives you a better experience of your meal, or better experience of what you're taking in.
Yes, I like what you just said. That you're eating that jerk chicken and stuff, and instead
Oh,
of grabbing that island soda, you got some alkaline
there
water,
you
right?
go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. So one thing you also mentioned is the sodium free. So I want
Yes.
to quickly touch on that. So sodium, everyone who might not know, salt, right? Makes you more thirsty.
Yes.
Dasani, Coca-Cola's water company has been found to actually they label it sodium is in it, so it makes you more thirsty, makes you a
Yes.
little bit, want to drink more water. So do you think that by taking out sodium, you're removing a little bit of like minerals that you might need? Because I heard that sometimes sodium is good in the water to get those extra minerals. What are your thoughts on that?
Sodium is, in my opinion, sodium is the enemy,
Mm,
right? And if you do some research for bottled water, you'll notice that bottled water has 4% sodium. It's a standard. It's a standard.
mm,
Some have 5, but 4 is a standard, right? When you take out the sodium now, you get the full pure experience of the water, right? It's not going to make you thirsty. It's going to make you hydrated. It's going to give you everything back your body needs in order for you to get a satisfied feeling,
okay.
right? And that's what you essentially want,
Mm,
right? Because being bloated, we all been bloated. It's not a nice feeling. It's an uncomfortable feeling, but we've all been through it. We've all go through it. But changing your water, you change the whole experience of your whole meal, of your whole hydration process. So
mm,
removing the sodium is actually a very good thing, And there's lots of benefits to removing the sodium because now you take out that sodium out of your body, and then now you're giving your body back all the minerals that it needs through the alkaline water.
Okay, and I want to touch upon that a little bit more about the benefits of alkalized water. So, what are some of the benefits besides, without getting that bloating? We're talking off camera for a second. You said it's great for workouts. What else does it help with?
It helps. Actually, there's a lot of health properties with alkaline water. The way that I guess the movement has been going through through the COVID-19 and the coronavirus, everything. A lot of people are getting more in tune as to, what, let me change my lifestyle. Let me introduce new things, right? So with the alkaline water now, you're getting a much better hydration, right? It improves your metabolism, right?
Okay.
And it helps to give you a cleanse, right? So with drinking alkaline water, you're going to notice that you're going to be going to the bathroom a lot, right? Simply because it's going through you and it's giving you the cleanse that you need in order for you to, just lose weight, because it also helps you lose weight as well, right? So there's tons of benefits. Also, from a medical perspective, I'm not a medical provider, but I've researched it that it also helps with different conditions. So one condition being kidney stones, right? It helps with kidney stones because it helps allow the stones to pass with the alkalized water versus normal water.
Yes.
Right? So there's tons of health benefits. Good for your hair, good for your nails, good for your skin, good for your teeth. It's good for everything. Overall, better consumption, better hydration, better health wise when you drink alkaline water.
I like what you just said there. Better for your hair. All the bald people are gonna come over to you now. Give me put the holy water on the head.
There you go.
Water. So one other thing that you mentioned about it helps kidney stone. Another one that I actually read is that it helps, with cancer resistance. All of your remember if you're watching this, we're not medical professionals. Please do your research. Also, your side research, but it's been proven to help in that area. Now, one quick little reminder to those who are watching: if you comment your questions and engage today, you have the chance to win 2 free cases of alkalized water. 2 free cases. And if you're in the GTA, you will get to meet the man himself. He'll deliver to you for free. So comment your questions, get engaged right now. So what is the story behind KingAqua? How'd you get started? What's the business been like so far?
So the whole story behind KingAqua, I actually was working for my competitor. Right? I was working for my competitor for roughly about a year. And with me working for my competitor, I got to study the business, right?
Yeah.
I got to learn the market, and I got to figure out that, there definitely is a market for alkaline water, right? And as things would have it, due to the COVID-19, in March, the business that I was in, it shut down.
Oh.
Right? It shut down because 90% of their business was closed due to the COVID-19, right? So they only had left 10% of their business, only 10%.
Okay.
And that 10% was their alkaline water. Right? So I now, as an employee for the company, I saw an opportunity. I saw an opportunity where, okay, we can market it. We can market this product. But as luck would have it, that didn't materialize. It didn't work out. But what ended up happening was I kept the idea on my mind for a year. I kept it on my mind for a year, and then I planned it out, and then I worked through the winter, got all my items together, and I launched in February my own water company. As you can see, KingAqua Alkaline Water, the best water in the 6. You can't find any other water better than the alkaline water, right? And I challenge people to try it, and that's one of the things is that, like, I'm appealing to people who already drink alkaline water, right? Because there is a market for people who drink alkaline water already, and there's also a market for people who are interested in drinking alkaline water, and want to make that change.
Yeah, I like what you said there. You're marketing to the people who currently do it and to the people who have that little bit of interest, right? Because once they have that little interest, now you can reel them in. Say, yeah, no, try this here, do that. And you were also telling me now you're getting into the boot camps, right? Because it
Yeah.
helps with being active. So can you touch upon that a little bit more? What's this? How does it work with being active?
Sure, absolutely. So alkaline water. So the benefit of alkaline water when you're working out is that it relieves the buildup of lactic acid in your muscles, right?
Mm,
So when you're doing push-ups or when you're hitting the weights, you're building up lactic acid in your muscles, right? And one of the things is that when you drink alkaline water versus regular water or any other brand of water, you get that relief of that acid. So what that in turn does is it gives you a much better workout, and then you could go longer, and then you could go harder,
mm.
right? Because hydration is the number one thing when it comes to like exercise and working out. You want to give back your body hydration because you're losing water as you're going, right? And you want to give your body back everything that it's losing, and with alkaline water you gain,
Yes,
right?
yes, I like what you said because you're getting those minerals back in without that sodium. You're not getting that
Exactly.
bloating feeling, right? It goes right in.
Right.
And on Instagram, BB says 9.5 water. So what does that mean? Because I know there's the pH scale with the
Yeah.
alkalized water. Our bodies right now at like seven is the neutrality point, and then
Yeah.
like 8.5, 9.5. It and alkalized water. There's benefits of that. So if you don't mind, could you give me a little explanation what you mean by like 9.5 water?
So the 9.5, I believe that my water, the pH level is pH 8.
Okay, 8.
Yeah, it's 8. So 8 is right on the alkaline mark. So it is fully alkaline. The higher you go up the pH scale, right? There's benefits and there's also drawbacks as well, right? So with my water specifically, it being at pH 8, it gives you the full blast of being alkaline,
Mm.
right? And as I said, I'm able to take out the sodium, the non-bloating with it at pH 8, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and the pH 8 helps the body to regulate its like a lot of the stuff in the body, right? For example, a lot of skin conditions, right?
Mm.
In order for it to be relieved, you have to introduce the body to a pH level of 8 or greater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you have any skin conditions, 8 or greater will help you. So my water is right at the 8 mark, so it will definitely aid to it. So with with better skin comes with better hydration, right? With
Yes,
better
yes.
hair, it comes with better hydration, right? So being at its pH 8, it gives you the optimal range in order for you to absorb all the minerals and for you to, as I said, give back your body everything that it needs and everything that it's losing while you're actively working or actively training or just actively moving. You know what I mean?
I like what you said. You said a lot of great stuff. I'm gonna come back to that. We got a quick question from Latifa.
Sure.
What's the price for a case of your water?
So I have I sell the 500 milliliter cases right here. So these ones here,
Mm-hmm.
show you the 500 ml. I sell a
Jeez.
case of 24 for $25.
24 for 25.
Yes, and I also have introduced the biggest in the game is a 1.5 liter bottle. It's the biggest alkaline water in the game right now. I
Yes,
sell a
yes.
case of 12 for $40.
12 for 40. Okay, okay. If
Yeah,
you don't
these
mind
guys here.
asking, how do you make normal water into alkalized water?
Well, it has to go through a treated process, right?
Mm-hmm.
It goes through a process where they eliminate all the microorganism, like the small compounds, and they bring it down to its original state, and then they actually add the minerals back into it in order to make it alkaline. So
Mm.
there's a treated process for it to become alkaline water.
So goes through that process, gets whatever all the bad things out, and then it allows you to get the minerals back in. So
Yeah.
Latifah says, thank you for that. There you go. Give it a little for that. BB also agrees with you to start off with 8 on the pH scale for your
Yeah.
water. And one thing you mentioned earlier is that when you're drinking it, you're gonna get that cleansed feeling. I
Yeah.
can 100% attest to that because when I had my first glass of alkaline water, man, I was like took it a few times. I was using the washroom a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
It cleans you out. So for people getting onto it, right? How the average recommendation for, or what has been the average recommendation for water was 8 glasses a day, right?
Yeah.
Do you think people should take that, continue with that with alkalized water, more or less?
Well, with alkaline water, you got to treat it different now. With alkaline water, is because you're giving your body back all the minerals that it needs, but you don't want to overload your body, right?
Mm,
So, like on my page, I've actually laid out like an information chart of how to drink the water, right?
okay.
So, yeah, first things first. If you drink it first thing in the morning, right? First thing in the morning, you give yourself a glass of alkaline water that will allow your body to get a nice cleanse, right? And then as you go throughout the day, if you drink
Yeah.
it 1 hour before your meal, right, then you won't feel as full,
Okay.
right? You won't feel as full, so you'll actually eat less,
Mm,
right? So you will in turn, so this will help curve your eating, right, which will in turn help you lose weight, right, and help achieve that summer body that everybody's trying to achieve,
mm,
right? And you could also drink it after 1 hour after you eat to give yourself that clean feeling, right? And then if you're doing any activities as well, you can consume as normal. But one other thing is that you can also consume before you go to bed. But if you
okay.
consume before you go to bed, you're gonna get up, you're gonna make nighttime visits, and yeah. So but as I said, it will give you that morning. Once you get up in the morning, you'll feel refreshed, you'll feel cleansed, you'll feel like a whole new person. And
Mm.
after doing that for a little while, then you'll start noticing changes in your body.
That's one thing I 100% agree with you. Just what you said. If even if you haven't had alkalized water, waking up in the morning and having a glass of water, having water right in the morning, one of the best things I feel personally from my experiences, right? For your body, you wake up, you give it some, a good hydration, and you feel different completely rather than you just drag yourself out of bed.
Absolutely.
So I'm curious now. So do you think that right now our society is kind of pushing more of drinking fruit, sugar drinks that are higher in sugar rather than drinking, good water-based things because they go after, that taste, right? What are your thoughts on that right now?
Well, I think that our society is going after those sugary drinks, but I think due to the recent events and the changes that's going on in the world, everybody's making an informed change, an informed decision to
Mm-hmm.
to do things differently, right? And that's where it starts, right? Because once you say to yourself, you know what, okay, let me introduce something that's actually going to be beneficial to me in my diet, then they start seeing all the pluses, then they start seeing all the benefits, right? Rather than sugary drinks. As we know, sugary drinks is not the way to go, right? Because throughout time it builds up, and as I said, it deteriorates your body and everything like that. There's lots of negative to it. But introducing alkaline water, at any state that you are, even if you've been drinking sugary drinks,
Mm-hmm.
right, you can make that change, and you will notice that change, right? You will notice that change right off the bat. And a lot of people who have tried my product have made mention to me that, Keon, I have noticed different changes. Like I have noticed, like different things in introducing alkaline water versus just sticking to my regular water that I'm drinking, or my regular juices that I've been consuming.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you mentioned that about juices, right? We all know pop is really bad for us, but we all still drink it, or most of us still drink it, right? Because there's a certain taste of it. But the one I feel that most people don't actually pay attention to are fruit concentrated drinks, right?
Mhm.
Like if you go to the grocery store, get an apple juice, orange juice, fruit punch or whatever, right? Those, which I found really interesting when researching about sugary drinks, was that they are not real fruits inside. They might say, the orange, 4 oranges in this bottle, right? But
Mhm.
it's just stripped of all its nutrients. So you're not actually getting what real orange juice juice. And it's so funny to compare freshly squeezed orange juice compared to the bottle one. The taste completely different,
Yeah.
and the other one with the pulp even sometimes you take that out, it still tastes way better and way fresher because they also watered that one down, right? So I'm
Absolutely.
glad to bring, glad for you to be able to see that also.
Absolutely,
For
man.
our viewers watching, make sure to continue to keep up the likes, the comments, and the loves. Because if you are in the the Greater Toronto area or even elsewhere, you will get a chance to win 2 free cases of alkalized water. There's a value of over $50 by our great man over here, Mr. King Aqua. So make sure to continue to comment and like. So, Kaon, just we're getting closer to our end. Um, One thing that you mentioned in the very beginning was that you wanted to help the people in your community
Hmm.
shift towards alkalized water. What's the reasoning behind that?
The reasoning is for just a better sense of living, and
Hmm.
also to introduce a different type of hydration. Right? As I said, we all stick with what we're used to, right? And as I said, for those who have been drinking alkaline water, as I said, it's just like a follow suit. It's just like, you know what? Okay, I could try this, but I'm more so appealing for those who've never tried it, who's heard about it, maybe
Hmm.
heard it from a friend, maybe seen a friend with a bottle, maybe seen it on TV, maybe seen other brands, right? And they're curious, right? And then they've heard all the health benefits. They heard it all. So I wanna engage my community to see a different means of hydration and see all the
Okay.
benefits to it, right? Young and old age, right? Because there's definitely, the younger you are, you need the hydration, and the older you are, you need that hydration as well,
Hmm.
right? And we're going into the summer season, so it's gonna be 30 plus, 40 plus, you know, activities on the road. You're gonna you're
Yeah.
gonna need to you're gonna need to stay hydrated, and you're gonna need that better hydration, that better water for you, right?
Mhm.
And I hope to be that bottled water that you pick up and that you consume.
I love that. I love that, and I'm glad that you brought summer times. I was on a bike ride the other day, right, with my friends. We were in the forest, and in that moment, we ran out of our bottle of water. Like there's one bottle of water left, and man, if you saw us like get up so fast to get that one thing, it was
Yeah.
like at that moment we knew it is water that we need in those moments, right? Make sure, guys, continue to drop the comments and the likes and the love. I'm seeing them fly up here a bit to get your chance to win 2 free cases. So, Keon, how did you get onto alkalized water? How did you find out about it?
To be honest with you, so working with my competitor,
Mm-hmm.
I had kind of like a really good advantage because I was able to test the product out myself.
Okay.
Yeah, while I was working, so I was able to consume the product. So when I'm speaking about the product, I'm speaking from firsthand experience, right?
Mm.
I'm speaking from a position of actually putting it to the test, like testing out drinking alkaline water, but then not drinking alkaline water and then seeing how I feel, and then drinking alkaline water and seeing all the health benefits that it does for my body, right? And then seeing and then also too engaging people, to inform them about alkaline water. Because that's also a conversation to have, because everybody has their certain notions about water, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fine, which is 100% fine. But KingAqua alkaline water, it's a product that I feel good to introduce to people,
Mm-hmm.
right? I feel good to introduce them because, as I said, people need to know that not all water is the same,
Yeah.
right? There's a difference. There's a big difference, and to consume KingAqua alkaline water is the right idea. Is the best thing for you, best thing for the family, best thing for kids, babies even. Because babies can even consume KingAqua alkaline water as well. Any age you can consume it. Any activities you can consume it. So it's a very broad spectrum of product that can hit in lot of different avenues.
Yeah, and one big thing I also noticed recently with bottled water, right, and especially alkaline, is that it's becoming more popular in where in lower income areas because of the tap water, right, the
Yeah.
different pollutants and stuff. The Flint, Michigan crisis that we had a couple years ago. Bottled water, became the go-to thing because people are sometimes afraid to now drink out of that tap water. So alkalized water is all the way through. So what does the future look like for King Aqua? Where do you see yourself in maybe like 1 year and 5 years from now?
Well, right now I'm in the building stages right now. I have a few accounts. One account is an amazing Caribbean restaurant that I suggest everybody check out. Name of it is So Spicy, 3095 Eglinton Avenue East. Best restaurant in the city of Scarborough. Dave, I know the owner. I reached out to the owner, and he's putting out my product. His community, that community loves it, and I've gotten a lot of feedback from it. So where I'm at right now, I'm at a building stage right now. I want to get bigger, and the way to get bigger is through knowledge and through information, getting my name out there, right?
Mhm.
Boot camps, through accounts, through word of mouth, through putting on events. I have some events coming up. So everybody look out for that. King Aqua is gonna put on some events.
Yeah.
I'm doing sponsoring. I love doing sponsoring, right? So any sponsorship that anyone that's watching this that you got going on, reach out to me. Definitely, I'm on board, right? I love giving back to the community. I love helping out. I love making sure that hydration is key. You know what I mean? And 5 years down the line, I want to impact areas like the city of Scarborough. I want to impact Scarborough. I want to impact neighboring communities for them to
Mhm.
get a chance to enjoy that alkaline water. Get that proper alkaline water, right? So yeah, I have a lot of things on the docket. I'm planning and going. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten so far. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the love and the feedback that I've gotten so far. And you know what? I'll continue to keep pushing, to keep moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I love that. There you go. You're getting the hands up right there. So I love what you said just now. It sounds like you're very a person who's really doing this for their community, right?
Yeah.
Also, you got the business side, but also you're looking out, giving back to community. So thank you for that. We appreciate you. Who knows? You might get to see a King Aqua marathon one day. Just people do a 5K around the
Oh,
block. Grab a drink of water. Let's go. Let's go.
there you go.
So, last two questions for you. If you
Sure.
can have a billboard anywhere in the world, where would it be and what would it say?
Okay, I would put a billboard. First place I would put a billboard is in my community first, right?
Mm,
I'm a community man, and I would put that in my billboard. And what it would reflect what King Aqua Alkaline stands for. And
mm,
what it would say, keep going.
keep going.
Keep going, because with alkaline water you get the opportunity to keep going, and in life we meet up on different things where we have to keep going,
Mm,
right? So giving yourself that push, giving yourself that motivation, giving yourself that drive is definitely what King Aqua Alkaline Water is all about. I'm all about keep going. I'm all about creating. I'm all about challenging yourself. Keep it going. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what business that you're in. What your goals are. Right. I would ensure that my community sees that King Aqua Alkaline Water is all about moving forward. It's all about keep going. Right. And that's the motivation.
I love that. I love that. Mariam says, "Well said, Kayon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you." So I love what you said. Keep going. You sound like a person yourself who's a type of rise and grind type of person. Go building, right? I like how you said. And one thing that you really said that from the very beginning was that you were building. You did your research, then you started the business. I think
Yeah.
that's such an underestimated part in entrepreneurship nowadays. Everybody's like, go, 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 go. Everyone jumps into a business, not doing their research, not doing the information behind it, and then taking those careful steps, not waiting forever, but just taking those few steps that will save them some time down the road and will help them have that smoother process. So I give you props to that. And my last question for you today is, if you could take over one big bottled water company to swap with yours, who would that be and why?
I was thinking about this. To be honest with you, I believe that the bottled water companies thus far have done their homework, right?
Mm,
They've done their homework, they've done their research, they know their market. So they've left their footprint. They have their footprint. So I wouldn't, in a sense, want to take over that business. What I would want to do is I would create my own
Mm.
lane, create my own structure, and impact those businesses. Because now, once KingAqua alkaline water is out there, people aren't going to be consuming these big businesses no more,
Yeah.
right? It's and that's what's going to be the change, right? And that's the slow, that's the business takeover, right? Once you introduce your product and you let the your clientele know that this is what it is, you know what, you gradually take over the product. So in a sense, yes, I'm I would take over companies, but in a sense,
Mhm.
I just want to just instill and keep my path going and plug in and just hustle right through. So I put my imprint on it. So
Okay.
maybe down the road, somebody's gonna think about, maybe they ask the same question: do you want to take over a company? And I might be the company that they might want to take over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it engages conversation, engages the minds of people, right? But I'm
Mm.
definitely doing a takeover, and I'm doing a Scarborough takeover. I'm doing a
Yes.
Brampton takeover. I'm doing many different places takeover, because I want to make sure that these communities, they get that quality water, they get that quality hydration,
I
right?
love
They
that.
get those health properties too, because the older you are, the more you have to fine tune your health, and the younger you
Yes.
are too, health is wealth, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Like what you
So
said. Definitely on the older age, right? You got to fine tune it. Diet's a big thing, and then having that water very important. Because a lot today we are very dehydrated than we were before. Right? People are drinking a lot less water, more sugary drinks. To grab yourself some alkalized water, get that feeling back. And I love how you said, "I'll make my own lane. I'll let people, change with me." So when you guys go in the next gas station or you go into online and you see water popping up, you see King Aqua, just remember he was on APSO. We were here when we called it with him. So
we're
thank
here.
you,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us today. Where can people reach out to you? How can they purchase your water? Go ahead and plug yourself.
Yeah, guys. So you guys can reach me out on Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram at I am King Aqua. Right? You could DM me. I hit back the DMs very fast. I do free local delivery. So if you're in the city of Scarborough, I'll deliver for you for free. I do offer delivery to other areas as well. So you guys can hit me up. Yeah, just I post a lot, so I'm very active online. So I post very informational things for my clientele to really get engaged and get the information that they need about the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not in it for the business side. I'm in it for building a solid foundation, building for my community, building for solid structures. So you guys can reach out to me if you guys have any questions or anything concerning it. Yeah, feel free to reach out for me. I am King Aqua on Instagram. I got my website coming very very soon, where they can order through there, and lots of promos and discounts and everything like that. Like, I'm throwing it out crazy, like it's gonna be real, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, giving it back to the community, everything. Like, it's a movement, guys. I appreciate the support that I've gotten so far. Appreciate all the love that I've gotten so far, and definitely it's something that's gonna keep me going, keep the motivation going.
Perfect, perfect. So thank you, Kaon, for joining us today. Everybody go and hit him up on Instagram. That is I am King Aqua, IAMKINAQUA. And then look for his website. It's going to be coming up soon where you'll be able to purchase that. Hit him up. He's got his deals. Repeat your deals: 500 millimeters, 24 for 25,
Yep.
and the 1.5 for the 4 for
Yeah,
50.
12 pack for
12
forty
pack,
dollars.
$40.
Yeah,
All right.
and I have a promo special right now. You can get two of the 1.5s for $60. So you're saving crazy amount of money by getting
Awesome.
the two to 1.5. So check that out, guys. It's good quality water. You're getting water all day. 1.5 liter is an all day
Hmm.
water. You're gonna be hydrated the entire day.
Yes, it is definitely a water bottle everybody should have. So go
Yeah.
get that. Go get that. It's going to be a lot of helpful. So thank you so much for being with us today. This was presented by APSO. Awesome people shaping our world. Remember, you are awesome and you can make the world a better place. Bye.